YouTube? What's going on, fellow fantasy people? And what is up, the Catch fam? All right, let's hop right into it. Right after you guys go ahead and smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and think about which starting running back you have any concerns over starting here in week 1 to drop in the comment section down below. And now let's actually hop right into the video, man. So must start week 1 running backs. The most obvious answer of the week, my guy James Robinson versus the Houston Texans. This is a matchup that we are exploiting from all angles. Quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end, offensive lineman, I don't care. Put them out there. If you have a Jacksonville Jaguars offensive player this week and they are obviously facing the Houston Texans, get them in your starting lineup. Exploit this awful defense of the Houston Texans to all degrees, man. So let's move right along from that of James Robinson to another pretty obvious must start this week. Jonathan Taylor against the Seattle Seahawks, especially with this news of Carson Wentz being expected to play here in week 1. You are probably going to start Jonathan Taylor nonetheless, as he probably went out and got him in the first round, but get him in your starting lineup. Do not start another running back over Jonathan Taylor. He is going to have a monster game against a pretty poor Seattle Seahawks defense. So let's talk about the San Francisco 49ers backfield, right? We know that most people went out and targeted that of Raheem Mostar or Trey Sermon, and you're really flipping a coin here. I think that Raheem Mostar is going to see the most carries here in week 1, and obviously this is another matchup against the Detroit Lions that we want to exploit from all angles, right? Quarterback, receiver, tight end, running back, right? So get Raheem Mostart in your starting lineup, as you did more than likely go out and draft him with full confidence. So that Baltimore Ravens running back room making a little bit of buzz with Le'Veon Bell joining the Ravens practice squad, but nonetheless, make sure that you have Gus Edwards in your starting lineup against a very poor Las Vegas Raiders defense, right? I think that Gus Edwards is basically a sure lock for 1 to 2 scores this week, even with Lamar Jackson in that offense, right? Even with some other running backs being pretty heavily talked about in the fantasy community with the Baltimore Ravens. Nonetheless, I like Gus Edwards a whole lot against the Raiders this week. Let's talk about Mike Davis, baby, of the Atlanta Falcons. I think that he has a very good opportunity overall to have a pretty good stat line in a very high scoring game, at least what I'm expecting to be a very high scoring game between the Dirty Birds and those Fly Eagles. Get Mike Davis in your starting lineup. And then one other running back that I want to mention is that of Myles Gaskin, who faces a pretty good overall defense of the New England Patriots. But nonetheless, Myles Gaskin is looking like a fantastic flex play this week, as the Patriots have actually played pretty poorly against opposing running backs in their home stadium over the past year or so. So I would look to start Myles Gaskin. I would not really worry about Malcolm Brown being in this offense. I think that Myles Gaskin puts up a good stat line against the New England Patriots this week. So there you have it. There are a couple must start running backs here for week 1 of our 2021 fantasy year coming right around the corner. Just in a few days, we could not be more ecstatic here at the Catch. As always, man, if you did enjoy this video or find it helpful, go ahead and smash that like button. You know what to do. And of course, nothing helps the channel more than subscribing. So go ahead and join the Catch fam. I don't know what you are waiting for, man. And as always, let me know in the comments down below what running back you are hesitant about starting in week 1 and what running back you think I left off this list, as well as what running back you think is a must sit here in week 1. As always, I thank you so much for watching and or listening, and remember, you saw it here on the Catch.